What up, fish people? Kenny E and the lovely Danny. Whipping it together at the last minute as always.
I would say
Only
that was the last second.
only this time I was very sure not to lose my temper and all this. So Danny actually hung around and
He's
screamed with
learning.
me. Yeah, I'm learning slowly but surely. Anyway, guys, hope you're all having a great Sunday. Danny and I had a wonderful day on the water as always. Got to spend some time with our members this morning on the water. And yeah, got my Pleco tanks clean, so I'm good for the week there. Have had some bad luck this week again. The convicts decided to go absolutely ape crap and destroyed everything in the tank. So I lost the rest of my Star Sapphires. I lost three beautiful Mimbuna, and I lost, what was the other one they got? Oh, those super rare torpedo Victorians I had forever. So anyway, I am really considering introducing
Anti-convict.
my convicts might meet the broadside of a blender by the end of the week. They might turn into fish chow. But yeah, I'm not real pleased with them. Anyway, I'll run through the hellos real quick. Carol Cox first in this evening. Good to see you, Carol. Patty Petite Tanks, good to see you. Mr. Meyer, Bill Meyer, good to see you. Sorry I missed you when I was doing the hellos earlier. 3G, always good to see you. Dennis, Bionic Bigfoot, good to see you. Let's see, here's my buddy Peplin. Oh, of course, Peplin is here and had to hear that his beautiful fish you give me are all gone now. Anyway, John McKenzie, good to see you. Richard Reynolds, good to see you. Havd Aquatics, welcome. Havd. I always screw that one up, man. Patty's Petite Tanks, good to see you. Ryan with PNW Aqua, good to see you. All right. Nathan Hovey, Miss Adele, Gina, good to see all of you. All right, so that was quick tonight. Excellent.
Ta-da! You're done.
Ta-da!
Oh, that was funny.
So Danny and I have been getting stuff ready this week coming up. We have the PNW aquarium swap. So I will be in Albany, Oregon, getting ready for that. We got a bunch of stuff we have to get bagged. A bunch more fish going to be saying goodbye as we start our quest to getting our fish house down to 30 tanks. 20 of the
Greater
30 will...
Portland Aquarium Society's in our...
Huh?
Did you see that?
Well, it must be somebody that's logged into a YouTube channel under Greater Portland. So,
Says hello again.
hello. That's probably Ryan is who it is.
Lady
Fish Dreams.
Diane. Hello.
Oh, Lady Diane. Good to see you.
And Dragon Lair. Hello, hello. Genus Reef. Dennis
going on?
Christensen.
What's going on, Podrick? Lisa NJ, what is up? Paul McCarthy, haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you.
And Roxanne. Hello.
Happy birthday, Roxanne.
I don't know if you wanted that rendition, but you certainly got it.
Oh, looky here. We got LRB coming in the house. What's going on, Lucas? Good to see you, buddy.
President of doing it different.
No, don't be going talking your personal life here, buddy. I don't want to hear about that stuff. And I know Miss Sarah don't want you talking that business out of you.
Nathan says, Foxy's that puppy is just adorable.
Yes, it is. She got to go see her puppy today. She went over to Fish on Tanktick's place I saw on Facebook.
Oh, so good.
Does that mean you got to take the little fat thing home today, Roxanne?
So Dragon Lair said, can I finished my radiation treatment last Tuesday, and I'm feeling so much better.
Good to hear, bub.
That's really, really
Now rest and get better.
Yeah. Wow.
It's one thing I can honestly say that I am thankful about Danny's strain that she has is that she doesn't have to go through chemo. Thank God.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. All right.
Lucas says, what can I say? It's just the way it is.
It's just the way it
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so I got to get together all the Valsinaria and Crips that I pulled out of my 240 gallon. I have a lot of plants.
Yeah, we got to get those. We should do that tonight before we go to
Yeah,
bed.
let's do it.
Just so I can yank them again to take them to the swap, but they at least need to have some good light on them. Hopefully you haven't killed them already because they've been in there, what, about a week?
Yeah.
There is some light they're getting, though.
Patty, thank you so much. But this was a wash, and see, it's still wet. So Patty says, I must say, Miss Danny's hair looks marvelous this evening.
What's going on, Surf City? Hello, George.
This is why I came in at the last second, like sliding into home base. I was so proud of myself.
What's going on, Stephen P? Good to see you. Yeah, we're getting excited. This next couple of months is now it's fish for about the next 90 days. We've got this aquarium swap coming up, and then we've got Fishtoberfest coming up. I've got November, I have to speak for Willamette Valley Aquarium Society. And then December, there's an expo that I'll be at in Albany. So it's going to be a lot of it. And we're not by any means giving up on fish. We're just getting it down to where Danny and I feel comfortable, where if we had to, we could knock it out in a day.
Yeah.
Because if we do 30 tanks, that's like one night of cleaning tanks for us right now, it seems like. So, but they'll all
I
be
wish it was
large.
one night.
I know, it's 7 days a week, man. But as our cichlids get bigger and perish, I will not be replacing my cichlids, unfortunately. I have planted tanks in my future where I don't have to stress about them as much. And there's a ton of planted tank fish that me and Danny love. So I should have said I'll be cichlid free. I'll always have the angels. I'll always have the discus. We'll always have like the nano. There'll be jellyfish. There will be an Oscar at least in it. But I'm just saying I'm probably going to have – these Africans have taken it out of me this year. They're just brutal little jerks is what they are. And I really – Peplin sent me some amazing star sapphires and some amazing borlei. And they wiped each other out. And I waited for them to grow. And I mean, it takes a while to get them growed up. They're all colored up, and then they whack each other. And I'm like, you know what? Do I really want to go through this anymore? Now, I do still have his borlei left. I've got one good-looking male, and I think 2 sleeper males and 1 female. So those guys are going to stick around.
2 females, 1 brilliant male, and 1 dormant male.
Okay. So these fish are going to end up in one of the 135s, and then Chaka is going to be up here with me and my wife. He needs interaction. Plus, yeah. I know if I keep him near my wife all day long, Danny is a very much enabler. If she sees a fish looking at her puppy dog's eye, it's going to get fed. Which she's a fish that needs constant food. I mean, that's all he wants to do is eat.
Patty says, no shame in less tanks. You really know your tanks. So, yes, that'll be, and we'll be able to focus more attention on them, and I can have a couple of little breeding projects and, just little stuff.
We're just going to
take everything down.
Stick with the breeding of the plecos. We're going to keep like 3 lines of guppies is all. Although her and I are having a hard time. The funny thing is, the other day, we did a test run just to see, because we have 85 tanks, and guess what? There's 85 species in each of those tanks. So we're going through trying to figure out which ones we're going to eliminate, which ones we're keeping.
I think we eliminated 3.
Yeah. So on paper, we've only got ourselves down to like 83 tanks.
82, because I think we've figured out we can. It's
But
so true.
with my Africans right now, what I've got them down to, I can condense those into 135. So they're all my African will be in that. We've got to get all of our Shellyfish put in 40s because we do plan on keeping those. We're kind of tossed up. We have 3 lines right now. We're trying to debate if we want to keep the multis going or if we want to move those out. But I think we're going to keep them because I look at the little blue-eyed bastards. I can't get rid of them. I mean, they're a fun little fish. So all the Shellyfish I think are going to stay. I do want to start a Nanochromis breeding project again because we're down to 2 males, 2 females, and that always worries me. So I want to get them breeding again.
The
I know,
Splendens.
yeah, the Nanochromis splendens. Yep. And then I'm probably going to off a few of the pairs of the banded gudgeons because we don't need 6 pairs producing, a new set of eggs every 3 weeks. It's not going to work. I know there will be some market for the banded gudgeons, but I just don't think there's going to be that kind of market. It takes a special type of breeder or fish keeper that wants them. So we will wait. Get down to where we're not having them breeding as often.
Collaboration and Curiosity says Daniken is downsizing so they can come on holiday next year and not worry.
Now, guys,
There's
there's a lot of truth to that. I mean, it really is. I mean, it was fine before because we had a fish person that we could count on, but they've got other things going on with their life right now, so we don't want to bother them. Ian has offered many times, but again, Ian's busy. And then my number one person I know I could lean on moved to Ben. So really, we don't have a lot of options anymore. So the one thing I will say the fish have cost me is time with my Danny. I mean, there's times she doesn't go with me to an event or I don't go with her on a vacation just because of the sheer fact we need somebody here to man the fort for the tanks. So that is another reason down the road I think you'll find us in the Midwest someplace, somewhere, so I can be closer to a lot of my fish friends and closer to home, all that stuff. But Danny and I are still, I mean, we're all over the map still. Parts of us wants to give up U.S. citizenship, head overseas. Another part of me, we're all over the map right now. Like Adele doesn't know it. We're coming down to visit. We may not leave, Adele. We might set up political asylum in the Adele headquarters.
Ryan says you can. He says I can stop by, but certainly not every day. And Patty thinks or says you can hire somebody to take care of the fish. Well, yeah, if they knew what they were doing. You don't have amateurs to take care of your fish. You'll come back to a bunch of dead fish.
Then Patty
they
says,
will
"Oh,
overfeed.
he wants to move back east so he can find baby
Use
fish well."
us to watch his fish.
Jeff, I would say most likely, I don't think I'll ever close Danny on the idea of Wisconsin. She does not like the winter. The only way that's going to, we will be there for probably 2 to 3 months out of the year during the summer months, but I don't know about that because we have a lot of fish out here we like to catch in those months too. So I'd probably be like 2 months in Wisconsin, and then I would like to find another destination, not Oregon, where we can chill out in the winter time, not have to worry about a lot of snow. Overnight lows maybe 50 degrees is about, that's why we like Oregon. It doesn't get cold here that often.
Yeah.
But when it does, it's a crapshoot. I mean, you're not getting anywhere in this town if it snows, but
Yeah. This town shuts down with snow. Oh, 3 inches of snow and they term it Snowmageddon.
now, one thing I will tell you guys be looking for, Danny and I are planning on doing a lot of videos together this winter. The main series that we're going to finish finally is the Paludarium series. We took a little break. Danny screwed up and bought us had me buy us this boat, and I'll be truthful. Ever since that boat's been part of our life, it's been pretty much every weekend. That boat is on the water Friday night, and it's all weekend. I mean, as it should be. I mean, we spent good money for it. We've been enjoying the boat, getting out there. I've been eating good again. My Norwegian side is very happy because I've gotten my fish. So I'm eating my walleye, my perch.
Yeah.
But we are going to be very active with the channel, probably starting back up in October. Around the time Fishtoberfest starts, we'll be ready to start doing more quality videos for you guys again. I've been trying to do at least one full week a week. Doesn't always work, but once we get everything settled, I have a crew that's been, I mean, they've been troopers. They're pushing me more than I'm pushing them. I mean, I want to give them a shout out. That's Ryan with PNW Aqua, Ian with Atkins Nature Aquariums or Saltwater, whatever he's changed his name to, Coral with Coral Works, and of course Mr. Bateson Genetics, Mr. Tyler. He built me some stands. Anyway, they've all nominated their time to come over here and help me get this studio of ours done. We were supposed to do it yesterday, but to be truthful, because we got to now get the garage, we had to clear out the garage. So if you've ever seen that little skit that Oscar and Ernie did that time, where my wife is definitely freaking Ernie, okay? Like,
I've been called many things, but not Ernie.
she forgot about the project I was going to be doing. So she took all the stuff she wanted out of the garage that she deemed valuable and stacked it all over the fish room, in which me and this crew were going to be putting new tanks in.
Did you notice the way he said Danielle deemed valuable? It was valuable stuff. Stuff you don't want to have stolen. All your fishing poles, all of your tackle, all of our aquascaping materials.
Ryan says, Danny's to blame? It's her fault.
But I did, well, actually it was, because every day that Ken was on vacation, I was working on that garage. I was cleaning, organizing, moving stuff. The only thing I could not move out of there that really I wanted to get out of there was the 3 big fish tanks. Those are the only things that are left in the garage that I wish I could have removed.
Yeah. The couple that plans on downsizing still has 3 huge tanks in the garage to set up.
Do you think we should sell them?
Now, I will tell you guys, I've been so eyeballing these walleyes and baby bass. One big walleye in a tank would be so cool. But it's not fair to them. I can't give them the river current that they want. Oh, I could actually with a couple of... I could, actually. Stephen White from Seville. Mister, how are you? LJ Shrimp, good to see you. We had a couple others sneak in on us here.
Tell us what. I've been cleaning out that garage every day while Ken was gone. I wore myself to the bone, literally.
All this work for us to raise our garage door 2 feet.
Yep.
A ton of money, a ton of time. And it could have went towards something else, like a new kitchen, a couple new bathrooms. But we are planning on, we have slowly been doing little improvements, which is good for us. We've always put our fish first, and we're finally starting to get, hey, listen, we got to live here. Let's make it fun for us too, you know. So we're starting to get stuff reorganized, redone, which is nice. New gutters was a start. That was a project that was well overdue. Now we're doing the garage door. We'll get the boat safe inside. Then we can start on the main part of the house, getting everything dialed the way we want. So I might just turn, that's what we should do, just turn the outside walls all fish tank, and we'll live within it.
And then people can peek through the fish tanks at us.
Yeah. Oh, let me tell you guys, you'll see some twerking, all right, baby.
And maybe some Kraken.
Yeah, some cracking, twerking. But don't worry, it only lasts about a minute and a half, and then everything will be just a TV screen then.
Hello, passing wind.
What's going on, Passing Wind?
So my daughter got this giant blow up movie screen for the backyard at her house, and she set up her 9-person tent. One side of the whole tent is nothing but screen. You can take off the panels, and it's just screened in area, so mosquitoes can't get to you. And so she has um her boyfriend's son is with them for the summer, so he's getting to stay out in the tent with the giant movie screen, and he's hooked his Xbox up to the giant movie screen, and he's been out in the backyard playing like it's a drive-in movie theater, kind of playing with the video games. I was just dying when I saw it. Oh my gosh, so funny. Lisa and Jay says duckweed dancing, and Jeff Kane says, Kenny, do it.
Oh, God.
PNW says twerk. Unicorn rainbow twerk. Yep. So, yeah, that'll be the fishbowl. And then when people say, if you live in a glass house, then you can cast stones. Then we'll be able to cast as many stones as we want.
That's right. What's going on, Griff? Good to see you, buddy. Who, by the way, will be going on directly after Danny and I.
I still feel like I'm in a boat. My body's
Yes,
still.
so do I.
My boat's or my body's still balancing on the waves. Yeah, we got home and I had to hose out all the boat and get it all cleaned up for the week, and now I'm letting it all dry out before I put the cover back on it.
Yeah, that's Danny and I's sad time when we have to put the cover on because we know it's going to be a little bit before we're back in it.
But
This
I'm
time-
willing to rip it off at any moment.
Is that just for tops or?
Yeah, it does, Lady Diane. It does make me sleep really well because I'm rocking. What are you talking about, tops? Kenny?
Nothing.
What are you talking about?
Byron, how are you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
LJ Shrimp says Clash entry forms are up. Got to figure out what I want to enter. For shrimp contests? That'd be fun. Nathan Hovey. Sorry if I missed your hellos. I'm busy being amazed by my fish, sitting in front of the 40 breeder in amazement that I have such cool fish. Never thought I'd have anything but cichlids. Hashtag friendly fish. I remember the first time I did that. Nice peaceful tank. Used to always be
This
all
one,
cichlids.
we had this one so beautiful. We will again. It's still got cool fish in here.
Yep, and the one that's behind Kenny, what we used to call the rainbow tank, has very few fish in it right now, so we gotta restock.
But her and I are taking our time. The discus tank is probably going to be one of the things we center our attention throughout. By the time Fishtober gets here, I think that tank will be back to close to normal. We're going to slowly introduce some new discus in there, which is going to probably cost us a little bit of dough, but
Nathan Hovey, you're so welcome. Says, thank you for reading that correctly. Dang spelling. It's tough. I knew what you were saying. We got it. Ken says things that are really close but not quite right. So I get it. We call that Kenny Ease.
Hush.
Ken has all kinds of names. Kenny Ease, Kensonance. Patty's Petite Tank says, but we're downsizing, right?
And you forgot world class twerker. Hello.
We are downsizing, but there are some tanks that need to be restocked with stuff that I've been wanting for a really long time.
Downsizing tanks, but probably going up in water volume.
There. Well, yeah, the living room, the smallest tank is my bowl, but
oh my God,
the smallest tank is the 75.
Patty's coming in with the Ken Kraken.
Yes, there is that. Oh, that's so funny. Lisa and Jay. Oh, snap. Oh, Lady Diane wants to know what the entry fee is. Oh, it's $5. It's just $5 to enter your shrimp? That's pretty cool.
I'm checking to see if Mr. Griff is going this evening. Looks like he is, so that's good.
Yeah, I thought you already looked that up. So after the live stream this morning, during the live stream for the members this morning, Ken was trying to catch a walleye during the whole hour that we were out there. And first off, he was talking about the fish and what he was doing to catch them, and he was showing his setups and the whole 9 yards, and then realized he hadn't hit the live button. So I had to start over there. And literally just as after the live stream ended, Ken caught a big old walleye. Like, I mean, it wasn't even like, it was almost like he ended the stream and all of a sudden there's the fish. Isn't it that the way it happens? It's always that way. So Greater Portland Aquarium Society says it's also just $5 to enter Fishtoberfest unless you are a Gumpus member.
Yes, Fishtoberfest should be a good one again. Danny and I will be there with our table as well. And there's a lot of great vendors going to be there. Alex Williamson will be there speaking this year. And what's beautiful about Alex, guys, he's done it, this will be his third year, and both previous talks that he gave weren't even close to the same. He always has something different to show, something different to go over. I mean, I guarantee you, if you've ever had the privilege of listening to Alex speak, I mean, you will be engaged in his talk within 2 minutes of him starting. Yeah. To get your brain just ultra focused on what he's talking about. So anyway, we will be having the pleasure of having him again this year. Then Steve Lumbad from the Sickle Exchange will be one of the speakers. Stefan from the Amazonas will be one of our speakers. And then who else, Danielle? There was somebody else that they had.
I haven't been paying enough attention, to be honest. That would be more your bailiwick. I just plan on going.
Well, we have no choice. We got a table.
You have a table.
I thought we were alternating duty. I'm doing Albany by myself, so that therefore puts
Oh,
Fishtoberfest
I
on
don't
you.
have to go.
Well, you made it sound like you're going. You know you have to go.
Yeah, I thought I had to be at Albany this time. Oh,
It's
too
just easier
funny.
with two people.
I know.
So if you have to take a potty break, you can take a potty break. If you need a cup of coffee, you get a cup of coffee.
Well, whatever.
Hey, Chubbs, what's going on, man? Ain't seen you in a long time, brother.
So PNW Aqua, Ryan says, terrible timing, but you can't look a gift horse or fish in the mouth. Talking about your walleye that we caught right after the stream ended.
Yeah, I almost didn't want to freeze him. I should have just kept those out and we could have made ourselves a quick little tidbit.
Little, he was big.
Yeah, that one walleye fillet each. That's just barely eaten, right?
So my granddaughter last weekend was reeling in the walleye. Ken hooked it, and he had the baby. She was 2. She was the only one who hadn't reeled in a
She's so
walleye
cute,
yet.
though, guys. She's on one side because I got these big Akuma line counter reels. She's so tiny. She had to take one hand on the upper part, one hand on the lower part. And she's cranking like this to reel it in while I'm holding the rod for her. She's
She just kept doing it and kept doing it and kept doing it. And they finally got it. It was the biggest walleye of the day.
Yeah, that was probably a good 4.5-pound walleye, about a 25-incher.
Yeah,
Cute
and
little.
normally she touches every fish that she catches. She
Yeah.
wants to pet every fish. Well, she saw that walleye, and the walleye have teeth, and she looks at it and she's like, I don't want to touch that one. I think she was actually scared of it. She was very proud of herself for catching it, but she was actually scared of it. But oh my gosh, she was so cute. So was my grandson. Me and Bethany flipped over the ladder on the boat. We lowered ourselves into the water because we were like in 95-degree weather. I mean, it was hot. So we dunked ourselves in the water, and all of a sudden, the kids see us do that. And so Maven went running up, Daddy, me. And he goes, you want me to dunk you in the water? And there's a big loop on the back of her life jacket. So he grabs this loop and dunks her into the water a couple of times. And
It's like doing laundry. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
and here she comes out, and she's just over the moon excited that she got dunked in the water. And then Dax is like, I want to go. So, but he didn't get his hair wet. So I took a whole cup of water and dumped it over the top of his head. And then he thought it was great fun to fill it up and dump it over mine. So revenge was sweet, and he had a ball doing it.
So Stephen White says, Ryan said, Kenny, you guaranteed Danny would be there when you booked your space. Stephen White, I moved to Europe 9 years ago from U.S. and have never looked back.
Yeah, but where in Europe?
Well, duh, Spain.
Oh. See, Richard Bell says, Stephen, what part of Europe? Lady Diane says, Stephen, jealous. I live in misery. Sorry, Missouri.
So the other thing that happened yesterday that was, speaking of the areas you live in, you know,
my gosh!
me and Danny are just minding our own business, fishing the river. All of a sudden, there's like, woo, all these cop boats coming this way. They're coming from this way. Helo people jumping out of the sky, freaking every kind of cop cars, an armored vehicle cop comes flying into this park and this other park, and I'm like, geez Louise. Then the sheriff, I call him the Dirty Harry dude, comes flying and he ain't stopping, man. He's just, whoa. He's got a big 350 jet motor. Whoa, boom, boom. And he goes and just beaches this out of the thing, grabs this perp by the back of his neck, one arms him like a lasso thing, go wham, and he's got him in the ground. And the guy's pleading for his life. I mean, he's booking him and I was in absolute. I don't think he stopped driving. I think he still had it in gear and was running and just slammed that baby up just to get that criminal. It was an amazing thing to watch. I'm sorry I sucked as a YouTuber. I was total amazed by the situation. I didn't even think I should have YouTubed it. But then we come to find out today what the big deal was.
Because we couldn't find, it wasn't on the news.
Antifa and some group called the Proud Boys had a big, massive engagement where they all got into it. I guess it was borderline riot, they're saying. Now me and Danny are out just chilling. Oh, I wish the fish would bite. We're cruising by it while all this chaos is going on and all around us. It's like,
and I'm just sitting there, and Kenny and I are fishing during this whole thing.
Yeah,
we're
reeling in fish.
We're literally catching fish left and right.
Yeah.
And as we're drifting by all this mayhem that was going on the shore. I'm not even kidding you. It was so much fun to watch. Wow. Yeah. What's the matter, Kenny?
nothing.
Oh my gosh, so much fun. It really was. Yes. PNW Aqua says extremist incident in Portland. Shocking.
Yeah.
You should have seen Kenny and I on the boat, man. All this stuff was happening, and I was like, look at all of them. They're going to Clackamas
Now,
Park.
keep in mind, I'm looking, but I'm watching my depth. I just glance over once.
And that's when mayhem struck.
The biggest walleye came during the middle of all that chaos. They're all doing their thing, and I'm Mr. Chill. Okay, you're going to shoot bullets, whatever. I'm going to catch my 28-inch, 8-pound walleye. Yeah, get the net. She goes, are you kidding me? Yeah, I got a fish. Come on, don't worry. Let's go. She goes, okay, I think maybe we should get out of here. Yeah, okay, I think that's a good idea. So we found out it was a full-on riot. I mean, it's not something we deal with in this part of Milwaukee and stuff. It's not something in Oregon City. You don't see that kind of craziness down here.
Oh my gosh.
It's just where two worlds met at once, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it was nuts. It provided so much entertainment for our fishing excursion yesterday.
And all I could think was, ding, 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 bad boys, bad boys.
Yeah, except there was FBI, ATF.
There was all kind. I don't know what. My wife's like, "What's that?" I said, "All this ain't good, Daddy. Trust me."
I'm like, "Get close to shore. Here come the sheriff's boats."
Yeah, I mean these boats. The hats off to Clackamas County River Patrol. I know right where they're stationed, man. I'm going to tell you right now, they ain't no joke. If you come into Clackamas County rivers being DUI, acting a fool, I'm telling you, they got you. Right. And this dude don't care. All right. He one arm picked the dude up, lasso tied him, smashed him to the ground, got his foot on that while he's doing the peace sign, man. He knows he's doing.
Ryan says that may be the first time that Ken's been known as Mr. Chill. Third or fourth tops.
What you trying to get at, Ryan?
They know you too well,
what are you getting at? What are you trying to say, Ryan? Speaking of which, Ryan, this coming Friday, we will be doing the Aces back with football. So I will set it up this week, Friday for sure, 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern will be the Ace football channel restarting for the year. Anyway, guys.
So Lady Diane says the story gets bigger and bigger. And then Nathan Obi says, all while taking a piss. Right, Kenny?
That's right. Hand on this side, pull on this side, jiving with my chin, and we still catching fish, watching it.
We were still catching fish, but Richard Reynolds says, I hope they arrested them all. I'm so tired of the violence. Peaceful protest. And Byron wants to know, Kenny, you didn't show them what you could do?
Now, Danny is my witness, Byron. What I initially thought was going on is a child had fallen in. They were trying to. So I told Danny, if we see something come out there, we got to be paying. I'll dive in if I have to. I figured that everything was going to be cool because that's what I thought it was a river rescue. But then I got up there, and like I said, you could see he was the Terminator, dude. Just gunning it, like body rolled, boom, kicks the dude over, lasso, bam. The dude, I'm telling you, man, I'm like, I'm gonna. That dude had me pretty convinced, bro. I mean, when I'm driving through Clackamas County, or if I'm even riding through, I'll make sure I got a Saints outfit, man. What's up?
Lisa and Jay says, whip out the Kraken. That would stop anything. Ryan says, Clackamas County Marine Unit Terminator dude had it under control. It was pretty cool. You should have seen the way they did the boat, though. The boat came flying in, around, and then whoosh, and sprays and comes to a stop, and he's leaping out of the boat.
I still think what he did, he did not slow down. I mean, just beached it, and like it was already on the hood. I mean, before the thing stopped moving. I mean, I was in total amazement by that dude. I'm thinking like I would have busted 3 bones just getting to the bow. And now you're like doing that funky cut. I wish I would have had my camera roll because I have it vividly in my head. I wish I could just program it in.
I know, me too. Window Liquor number 5 says, what the F? This wasn't on the member only stream?
That wasn't this morning. This was yesterday when we were on the river. And I almost was going to go live, but I thought, you know what? I'm a gentleman. I know certain people have time zones that they have their community come to. I don't like interfering with other people's channels, but
so Lady Diane says, so dramatic. Lisa and Jay says the cop did all that while playing Pokemon on his phone.
Probably.
I had my Pokemon going. Because there's actually Pokestops along the river, and it's always spinning stops for me. Byron Volman says, you never know if someone falls in around that area. Got to keep your head on a swivel.
I always am fanning the water. If we see somebody that looks like they're in distress, we always ask them.
Well, case in point, our very first trip on the boat, our very first maiden voyage, we had to rescue some poor kids that were stuck on their Ski-Doo that had been floating downstream for hours.
Nobody stopped. I could not believe.
He says nobody would stop to help us. And they're like, we think
that is like that's like boating. You're almost obligated. If you see another boater in distress, you have to help them. Yeah. It's not law, but I mean, it's just common sense.
Well,
I mean,
the poor kids, they were like, can we pay you? Can we pay you? Can we pay you? And we're like, no, pay it forward. Help somebody else.
Help somebody else someday.
Oh, God.
I mean, we thought they were just going to get towed back to the boat dock. We had to go 4 additional river miles to their destination.
Yeah.
Never
farther than that,
it was our maiden voyage. So never have had experience trailering this thing yet. So it was all experimental. We got darkness was coming. What are you
Daddy says, things are pretty bad when a guy named Kincident has to help you. PNW Aku says, I hope this isn't too forward, but those Altums are looking sexy. Aren't you guys? Yes. So pretty.
The problem with Ultims, though, guys, I'm going to tell you, they're not the sharpest fish in the tank, if you know what I mean. those fish know who we are. They know the routine, but still occasionally we'll have one that freaks out, baps the side of the tank. And if you've ever kept Altums, the minute they do that, almost 9 out of 10 times, they're a
Well,
goner.
that's why my camera was askew that one night, because I'd had one do that earlier in the day and I was hoping that he would revive himself. Took him about 3 days, but he just slowly passed away. But I could have put him out of his misery or something earlier, but I was really hoping he'd get up and start swimming. Oh my gosh. Chattanooga Ed, hello.
How you doing, Ed? We just announced we are getting the Ace going this coming Friday, Ed. So I know you will pick us a good one. I don't know if you want to do like that fake draft stuff or if you want to do something football. We haven't talked since the draft, so that'd be nice to have the committee, whoever wants to come up, talk about what they think and what they expect. And I will tell you my opinion. Not on this channel. You have to be at Ace. I forgot, Danny. No more football. That was 22 locks I just put on it.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, Ryan says, dumb as rocks, those fish. It's like, yeah, I have to slowly come in here in the mornings and walk over and gently and slowly reach over and turn on the light. Once the light's on, they don't freak out. But if the light's off and you walk into this room, they are super skittish. So I have to do everything in slow motion. And then they're fine. And look, they'll come, they're all right here. What? They're like, food, please.
Yeah, they're going to be in this 125 by the end of the month, I'm hoping. As soon as I can dedicate a time to have the guys come over and help.
They were looking at me.
That's what I mean, guys. Chaka in the 75 for the win.
It's when they look at me with their sweet little faces.
I mean, I'm so tempted to just get it done this weekend. Start bringing up all those plants from down there. Get this temp up a little bit. Got to get the temp down there down a little bit. That'd be another tank I could start cleaning on. So then I'd have 2 deep. 2 deep's good. I can just transfer fish. Boom. Then I got the 2 tanks they're coming out of, and I can
I'm
get them
lost.
dialed.
I don't know what we're talking about now. Sorry. I got lost.
What's up, big cat? Good to see you.
Ryan, 12 minutes till Griff. Here's the link. So, Big Cat says, hey, Ed, I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, Ed's been down in the dumps.
Why?
Sick.
Oh. Lady Diane says, my laugh meter is so full. Well, when Ken starts telling his stories and sharing the trials and tribulations of the day or the week, it gets me laughing.
Oh, my God. And look at, you can't tell me. All right, guys, yes or no, should I answer the phone for this guy?
Who is it?
Roland Holtz. What do you think?
Go ahead.
All right. Yes, Roland.
Hey, sorry, we can't get online to say hello. Can you say hello to everyone for us?
Aw, y'all are hearing it. Well, guess what, Roland? I've got you up where they can hear you, so they're all going to say hello to you, too.
Hey, hello all you guys. Something that my new phone. Anyway, we can't get online.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you soon.
Love you guys.
Love you. And that's why we love our Holtzes. They love us to the point where they're going to call in and say, tell everybody hello for us.
Lady Diane says, I missed you last week, Danny. It was empty. I'm sorry. Try not to miss as much as possible. Where is Danny's bed puppy? You know, that's right. She left a mess. Look at all the wrinkled.
She's standing guard. She
Shiva,
comes back.
Lay down.
When we get back from boating, that's Shiva for the next day. She just chills for Shiva. Shiva. She's not moving, Danielle. She's not even looking at me.
I guess we need to empty the suitcase that's behind you and put it up.
What?
Oh.
Good Lord.
Thank you, Lady Diane. She says, it's okay, darling. Just wanted you to know. Yeah, Shiva's been a good puppy today. But it's so funny when she sees us putting anything into the boat or it looks like we may be taking off in the boat, she goes and she lays down in the grass right in front of the boat.
So
we can't move it without having her loaded up into the car. She has her own boat bed.
Well, I got home. I went up to get some stuff like ice and stuff where we don't have to take the boat and park it awkward to get it done. So I went and got that real quick this morning. And I get back, and I couldn't see Danny. She was in the back of the boat, and she was sitting right in front of the boat. And she's sitting there staring at me as I'm backing, trying to get lined up for the boat. And she didn't move. She just sat there and... Yeah, dude. Just open the truck door. Everything will be fine. Didn't you, sheep?
3G says, have you all seen Shanna? Not recently. Nope, sure haven't.
What's
Freaky
up
Fish
there,
Lady.
Miss
Hello.
Holly? Good to see you.
Yep. So, but she's super funny. So she has her own bed on the boat and it's really super soft. And then that way too, because the boat floor gets hot in the sun. So we have it right next to Ken's captain's chair. So it's in the shade. But I don't want her to hurt her paws or burn her feet on the deck of the boat. So my daughter gave us a dog bed that they weren't using, and she has just totally taken over. And she knows that's her spot. She just goes and lays down in her little bed. We were parked next to another boat the other day that had two German Shepherds in it. And they kept coming over to the edge of their boat and barking at Shiva and trying to get her all riled up. And she just looked at them like, "Are you stupid?" And then laid back down.
That's when we had that night. Although that day we had her on where we were letting her use the couch. Remember?
Yeah.
We'd forgotten her bed.
Yeah.
So she was up on that couch, and she could just flip her head up just right, and she'd give a stare around, and then she'd flip back down. She slept hard on the couch.
But she doesn't really like being up there. She prefers her bed.
What's up, Renee? ADHD. Hope you're well. Hope your new baby and you are doing good.
ADHD aquatics. Yes. Although I can tell you, I can definitely pay attention to a fish tank. I just get lost in them sometimes. Like I was in here cleaning these tanks on, I think it was Thursday. And I was just getting lost in each one of the tanks.
Which is good. Then we dig our fingers through grasses, and if we find something that has died or algae that shouldn't be there.
Died like snails.
Snails and snail shells and everything else that seems to perish in a tank over time.
Yeah. Well,
Big
I
old
think it was
walleye
fun.
would be nice in the tank.
no, wouldn't.
Have one in that tank, maybe a couple of crappies and a couple of bluegills, bullheads and catfish in this tank.
We were trying to catfish for a little while today, but getting into the spot and trying to catfish was really tough. I think it would have been better if we could have gone out there at night.
Which the other night we're all psyched. We're ready to do at least till midnight, 2 o'clock
Right.
type deal.
Yes.
I mean, her and I were both dedicated, ready to go. We didn't catch her name, but there was a young lady we met out on the river. It was funny, man. She was probably what, Danny, 20, 25 maybe?
I would say it's 25 to 28.
In her little John boat type thing with her electric trolling motor, and she had a regular motor. Anyway, she's just tootling around, lost.
Just all by
I mean,
herself.
Talk about somebody lost in her moment. I mean, my wife, our boat is quiet though. We were behind her, and she goes, "Whoa, I didn't see you there first. Sorry about that." And then she's apologizing to us, getting in our way of fishing. I'm thinking, girl, you're fishing. Why are you going to say that?
Right. But we told her, yeah, we were just catching a bunch of bass about, 100 feet up there. And every time we've gone through there, we're catching bass. So you might want to hit that little spot. And yeah, it was really cool. She was just out there, just a little titty, skinny little girl of a slip of a woman. I mean, she was just tiny. And she's all out there by herself on her own boat, just fishing away.
Yeah, but anyway, we got to where we were going to stay, and anyway, we went to look, and then I said, maybe we should check the time because I never noticed if that's a 24-hour park we're in. And the good thing I checked, this was at like 9:20. I'm checking this, and sure enough, we had to be out of the park by 10 o'clock. That means your boat's
Yeah.
loaded and you're out. So I'm like, shoot. So then, of
Yeah.
course, the time we decide to go, I mean, there's like multiple people trying to get in. I finally got impatient, as I always do, and just kind of got my stuff, went up and got my car. I mean, all these people were taking forever just to this idea where people unload their whole boat on the dock and then carry it up. I mean, it's just so much easier. Leave it in the boat, get to the top, put it in whatever you're going to put it in, and you're done. But there's people out there that actually feel the need to unload their boat at the dock. And you'll see them with these layers of stuff going up these big, steep hills. I'm like, whatever. But when I see that it looks like they're going to be those people, I know that's how long they expect me to wait for them to clear the stuff onto the dock, walking all the way up there. When I can get out, go get my truck, and now my boat's in, and then I'm out. They can go ahead and play their thing. But I just don't. People do goofy stuff to each other, man. Just extra work not needed.
Chattanooga says people are dumb.
Shiva, are we not on a stream? Do we do that during the stream? That's what I thought. Shiva, tell them why. Do you think that's acceptable, Shiva? Shiva. Hey.
Go guard dog.
She's vicious. You got to look out for her, man.
She
You don't
usually
want
lets
to.
me know when I get a package. Although I was really surprised the other night when Kenny went out and goes, "Hey, when's that such and such going to be here?" I'm like, "Oh, it should be here tonight. It should be on the front porch." And Ken opened the door and there's this pile of packages out there. She didn't let us know they were here.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think that we should be investing a ton of money in Amazon at this point. Just get some of my money back from them.
Hey, I've been buying you all kinds of things. I got him a magnifying glass. He said, well, because he was trying to create lures and he was squinting at him and he's just doing this. And I'm like, so I got him this big magnifying glass with the light so that he can see what he's doing.
Yeah.
Chattanooga says, I wish I could pet her.
Well, we should start getting ready to head on over to Mr.
Oh,
Griff.
it is 6:59. Wow.
Thank you guys so much for coming out. We appreciate all of y'all. Appreciate all of my members and super chatters. We always appreciate you. And of course, my moderators. Can't
We're
do this
so
without being
sorry
safe.
for not capturing all the excitement on the river.
I know.
yesterday, though.
All the
Profuse
Lurkers Replay
apologies.
crew. Peace. We appreciate you guys. Head on over to Griff. Hashtag love life. That's all I can say. Hashtag love life. We'll see y'all next
And
week.
love your fish.
Don't ever forget to love your fish.
Yes.
Just never eat them.